I'm in Meridian today and I have my drone with me, so I'm gonna give you a full aerial tour of the city as well as a full commentary on what the city has to offer. So if you want a different view and a different perspective of this city, stay tuned. Oh yeah, rockin' the country. Hey, what's up? It's Benj here with Triple Cord Real Estate. Now I have a ton more footage to show you, but before we continue, let's look at a map real quick so you can get oriented. I like to think of Meridian in thirds. The first third is this northern part of the city, right here, anything north of Ustick Road right there. And then the heart of the city of Meridian is right here, between the freeway and Ustick Road. And then anything south of the freeway I like to think of as Southern Meridian. So that's the division I'm gonna use in this video. Enough looking at the map, let's go have a look at the city, and we'll start in the north and then eventually work our way south. Now, one of the attractive features of living in the northern part of Meridian is there are some convenient shopping centers. In the northwest, for example, there's a large Winco Food, there's a big Walmart, there's also a Costco, which I know a lot of people like to shop at. And then to the east, to the northeast, along Eagle Road there, you pretty much will find any store that you need. There's a Trader Joe's there, Lowe's, Hobby Lobby, all kinds of other shops as well. There's also several places of interest in the northern part of the city. There are two 18-hole golf courses in Meridian. The first is the Club at Spur Wing. It's a golf course, an 18-hole golf course, which is just to the northwestern part of the city there near the large LDS temple. And according to their website, it's the longest private golf course in the Treasure Valley. The other golf course is just south of Ustick. It also has 18 holes, 6,521 yards of play. It's a par 72. And according to their website, it's a diverse fairway with trees, ponds, waterways, and all kinds of other things that make it a challenge for even seasoned players. Settlers Park is also a park that I like to go to in North Meridian. It's got a great splash pad, a bunch of outdoor tennis and pickleball courts that you can play at for free. There's huge fields, soccer and baseball fields there, and there's even a little lake that you can fish in. And then another nice park is the Charles F. McDermott Park. It's a little bit smaller, but it's got a nice little lake that you can fish in, and also has a skate park there. A couple popular neighborhoods in Northwest Meridian are Bainbridge and Bridgeport. The median price in the Northwest in this area here last month was $655,000. And the median price within 1 mile of Settlers Park was around $622,000. As for schools, there's a pretty good selection of elementary and middle schools scattered throughout northern Meridian. There are two public high schools. The first is Rocky Mountain High School, which has about 2,400 students, and that's the biggest school in Meridian. There's also another school that just opened, another high school that just opened in August of 2021. Owyhee High School opened with 1,500 students, and they have a capacity of 1,800 students. And if you're into private education, another popular high school is the Ambrose School. They offer a classic education, so if you want your kids to learn Greek and Latin, that's the place to send them. Now, as for a couple negatives of living in the northern part of the city, I would say that number one, traffic is definitely an issue. You basically want to avoid Eagle at all costs, especially during rush hour. And then another negative I would say is that Meridian doesn't have a developed bike path or a river walk like Boise does with the Boise River Greenbelt. Some parts of northern Meridian do reach up to the Boise River, but if you're looking for a bike path or a developed river walk, you're not gonna find that in Meridian. Hey, before I move on, if this video has been helpful or valuable, hit the thumbs up button so that I know that you like or you want more types of these videos. So moving on now to Central Meridian. According to the latest US Census data, that's from 2020, Meridian has a population of 117,635. I think there's slightly more than that now, but that makes Meridian the second largest city in all of Idaho. Meridian is almost half as large as Boise, both population-wise and also square mileage-wise. Now here's a view of Main Street looking north. And as you can see, you're not gonna find any big buildings here like you find down in Boise. And really, most of the businesses in the center of town are more mom and pop types of stores. Now, Meridian's pride and joy is not its city center, but the Village. Now, this is a sort of a strip mall with 30 restaurants, movie theaters, all kinds of other stores that you would want if you were shopping. Santa Claus shows up in the winter with other Christmas displays, and there's all kinds of other activities throughout the rest of the year. So it's a super fun place to hang out, grab a bite to eat, and just chill out with some friends. Now, just next to the Village is another favorite park of mine called Julius Kleiner Park. It's got basketball courts, bocce ball, splash pads, and in the winter there's a little hill there that's a fun little place to come for a quick sled, even after just a small little snowfall. Formula One hasn't arrived in Idaho yet, but we do have the Meridian Speedway. And then just about a mile away is Meridian's biggest hospital, St. Luke's. This is a nice big hospital, and for the most part, they offer most of the treatments that you need. And then finally, Meridian is the main high school that services the heart of the city, the center part of the city. It has a student body of around 1,800 students, and there's other schools as well if you're looking for private education. Now, Southern Meridian is mostly a bedroom community. It's mainly houses south of the freeway. And because there's still quite a bit of open land south of Meridian, open farmland, it's not uncommon to see subdivisions nestled between open farmland. Here's an example of a neighborhood in South Meridian. This one is called Bear Creek. It's definitely a higher end neighborhood. 2,500 square foot homes in Bear Creek are worth about $700,000. One school services this southern part of the city, that's Mountain View High School. It has a student body of about 2,300 students, which makes it the second largest high school in Meridian. And then finally, I'll highlight 2 places of interest in South Meridian. First, what my kids wait for the entire year is Wahoo's and Roaring Springs. This is the Pacific Northwest's biggest water slide park, or biggest water park. They have water slides, wave pools, a lazy river, and they're actually expanding it by 40% as we speak. And then finally, Meridian just built a brand new YMCA here a couple years ago in South Meridian. It has really nice basketball courts, pool, water slide, weight room, and other activities for both kids and adults as well. So I hope that was helpful. If you are thinking of visiting the area, I actually wrote a guide for visiting the Treasure Valley. It's got tons of info, including a full itinerary. I'll put a link to the free download in the description box below. Again, if this video was helpful or valuable, hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment so that I know that you like this type of content and you would like me to make more of these types of videos.